Hello everybody and welcome to Mark Goldbridge, That's Football. It is Liverpool versus Chelsea in the Premier League. It's a massive, massive game. I'm sorry I'm about 5 minutes late, but it's been such a busy day today. The United stand hit 1 million subscribers, which is always a nice thing to do. And that's knocked me about a little bit in relation to preparation, but I was always going to be live at the start of for this show tonight because it's such a big game for what it is a big game for Manchester United. Actually, I don't know what I'm talking about. It is a big game for Manchester United, but it's also obviously a bigger game for Liverpool and Chelsea. We're going to talk about their starting lineups. We're going to talk about the connotations. I actually wish Manchester United had won last night because it gave us a little bit more breathing space ahead of Liverpool. But actually, for Liverpool and Chelsea, the fact that Leicester drew last night, the fact that Manchester United drew last night, really does make this game even more important because currently Liverpool are in 7th and Chelsea are in 6th. 44 points for Chelsea, 43 points for Liverpool. Whoever wins that game will go into 4th place because they've got better goal difference than Everton, and Chelsea would actually go above them. So it's a massive, massive game for them if they can get the result. And obviously Everton are winning at the moment, so that's not going to happen. Everton have won themselves and they've got a game in hand. So yeah, that's interesting. Everton have won. I'd missed that. So well done to Everton. Spurs winning again as well. They're on the climb. I mean, look, we'll talk about that a little bit later. But look, the reality is this is a massive game for Liverpool and Chelsea. Ideally, as a Manchester United fan, I'd like to see it to be a draw. It's time for a new hoodie, I think, says Aaron Brothers. And I love this hoodie. I've only had this about a year. I've only worn it about 10 times. I like the black and gold. But let's go through the team news anyway. What's your score predictions? But Alisson in goal, Trent, Fabinho, Kabak, Robertson. It's not the ideal back four, but Fabinho is back. Kabak's doing well. Henderson's obviously out. Thiago, Wijnaldum and Jones. I think that's the problem that the Liverpool are having at the moment. The slowness in that midfield is their problem. Salah, Firmino, Mane. So it's a strong Liverpool side. Bench-wise, it's getting better. Oxlade, Chamberlain, Keita, Milner, Yotta's back, Shaqiri, Origi. So they have got a stronger bench than they've had for a few weeks. Liverpool's starting to get a bit of strength back into that squad. Will it be good enough for them to win a Champions League? I don't think so, but they are starting to get people back. So that's a positive for them. Chelsea, Mendy, Azpilicueta, Christensen, Rudiger. James and Chilwell as the wing-backs. Kante and Jorginho. No Kovacic. Ziyech, Mount and Werner. So it's interesting, he's mixed it up again. I think Werner up front's a good idea. I think the Giroud thing didn't actually work well against Manchester United. I think that on the bench they've got Havertz, Hudson-Odoi, Giroud, Kovacic, Zuma's on the bench, Pulisic, Alonso. So he's not shy to drop Kovacic, he's not shy to drop Giroud and Hudson-Odoi. He's got. I mean, the reality is Chelsea have got the better bench. They have got the better bench, and I think that will be the interesting thing. How does it feel to have reached 1 million subscribers? Says Joel. Surreal, Joel. Surreal, really. I just feel proud. I just feel proud of what that channel is and what it's achieved, I suppose, at the end of the day. And the only reason you hit 1 million subscribers is because of 1 million people. So, you know, it's not really something that I can't, you know, it's down to those people. That's who it's down to. And I'm just eternally grateful to them. And I'm so proud of the fact that they get what it's all about. And I think this channel's heading that way as well. I mean, I don't think we'll hit 1 million subscribers, but it's a continuation of the United stand in a different way. It's that community feel. It's that interaction. It's that we don't take each other too seriously. We like a bit of banter. We will talk about our favourite packet of crisps whilst watching football. So yeah, it's great. I love it. Please subscribe to this channel. Also, hey Mark, you missed my super chat. Congratulate on 1 million, says Joe Harty. I'm sending happy to be part of the community. I'll keep sending in super chats. Thanks, Joe Harty. And Million Bridge, congratulations, Mark. Couldn't be happy for you guys, says Trishan. Thank you very much. And 1 million sheesh. This fan army is getting pretty big now. I might not be able to bring in David Brooks and Tyrone Mings. Go Buccaneers, says Ed Woodward. And thoughts on Rangers. By the way, love your videos, says Dark Destroyer. Mark, I've done that one as well. Thanks for all the super chats, by the way. And make sure you subscribe to this channel, bottom right-hand corner. Congratulations on your play button matching your bridge. Have you seen Rio's interview with Pep on BT? Interesting to hear more in-depth football talk, says Luke. I haven't listened to it yet. To be honest with you, I've got nothing against the interview. I just find it very frustrating how good a manager Pep is and how well a club he manages. It's like it doesn't matter what football club you support, but I support Manchester United. We've got question marks over our coaching staff and we've got huge question marks over our board. How is that a happy recipe to beat a manager who's the best in the world, arguably, and also got one of the best clubs behind him in the world? It's not rocket science why it won't work out, is it? Can you wish my friend Jack a happy birthday, says Luke. There you go. Happy birthday, Jack. My score prediction, I do want a draw. I do want a draw. I say that with conviction. I do want a draw because that means that they only make a point on United. And I know they both make a point on United, but it's too hard for me to go through both teams' run-ins and say which team it's better that loses and which team it better that wins. I think a draw would be a fantastic result for Manchester United. Having said that, we don't really deserve it to be a draw because of how crap we were last night. And, you know, if the reality is when you look at that league table at the moment, and I'll need to get it up to look at it. If you look at the league table at the moment, Chelsea are currently 7 points behind Manchester United and Liverpool are 8 points behind United. Well, Chelsea, if they win tonight, they would be 4 points behind United. And then if they win at the weekend, next Monday when they play Everton, and we lose to City, they'd be 1 point behind us. Conversely, Liverpool are playing at the weekend themselves, and they're playing Fulham, which you would expect them to win. So if Liverpool win 2 in a row, and we lose at the weekend, they could be, 2 points behind us. So it really is a game that I would want, and I think Spurs fans would agree. We'll talk about Spurs in a minute. I think everybody would like to see a draw here. Congratulations on 1 million. Happy to be part of the community, says Luke Darling. Thanks for the super chat. Hey Mark, can you wish I've done that one? And hey Mark, congratulations on 1 million. I can't make a super chat on United Stand. Can you check on it? Thanks, says YK. You're probably blocked, mate. I don't know. I'm not a moderator. Or I'm not a regulator. So we've got the timer ready. Get your score predictions into the live comments. Let us know what you're thinking. Rap singer, chain blinger, got a bit of champers, go singer. It's not really champagne. It's raspberry juice. Haaland, my dream is to win the Champions League like Arsenal. Reporter, when did Arsenal win the Champions League? Haaland, no, they dream as well. I want that kid in a United shirt, says Haaland. Stratos. Thoughts on Pratford? Yeah. Sean, it would be so easy when you hit 1 million subscribers to go through the list of people that have pissed you off, tried to knock you down, and, basically tried to fuck you over the last 5 years. It would be so easy when you hit 1 million subscribers to absolutely bury those people. But to do that would acknowledge that I actually give a shit. I think it's character building being hated. I think it is. And I think that the reality is, did that hate, did those obstructions, did those barriers move us away from what the focus always was? No, it didn't. It didn't. And the good will out. And, at the end of the day, I don't really bear anybody any ill will or hate or bitterness because I don't think it does anybody any good. I think you focus on you. That's all you can control, you. And sometimes you can't even control yourself. So I can't control other people, and I'm certainly not going to use this as an opportunity to belittle littler people. They need to grow up. I know you don't make any credit for it, but you are a massive part in United Stand, hitting 1 million subs, and I wish you all the happiness in the world, says Jack Maskell, and to you as well. What a nice message from Jack. Right, we're ready to go. We're ready to go, Jack, and everybody else. So here we go. I'm just going to put a tweet out. Please share the video yourselves as well. So it's been a very, very busy day. I'm really disappointed as well because I didn't have time to do I sometimes will do FIFA career mode on the day I do a watch along as well. Didn't get time to do FIFA career mode and didn't get time to do my second day episode of Football Manager. We had to change a load of things around. So I'm really disappointed because I'm loving Football Manager. So it will be tomorrow night. I'm going to do Football Manager 7 o'clock on Twitch. I don't think I've put the link in the video description, but I will put it on the FIFA career mode tomorrow. So we're about to kick off here, and we are off. I've missed the kick off. Let me just get the timer. Go. Score prediction. I didn't actually give a score prediction. I'm gonna go with 2-1 Liverpool. I want a draw, but I'm going to go 2-1 Liverpool. What's everyone going with? Sam Jones says, well done on 1 million. To celebrate, I did a drum cover of some of your rages. Hope you can see it, pal, says Sam Jones. Where would I see it? Any more good videos on Paddy Power, Mark? Congratulations on 1 million United stand, and you yourself deserves all the success. It's road to 2 million, says Josh. I'm not really bothered if we go to 2 million subscribers on the United stand. We're the first Manchester United channel to hit 1 million subscribers. I never thought we'd do that, and I'm over the moon. Werner's offside. Actually, I just need to show you something. 1 minute. Let me show you this. Let me show you this present that I got today from the wife. There we go. This is a That's Football exclusive, even though it's to do with the United stand. So I don't want to break it, but here we go. My camera's frozen. Hello, I'm back. There we go. Look at that. Bit of artwork. Me, Flex, KG, Ricky, Beth. And the funny thing is, on Flex's hat is the Draughty Devils sign as well. So, yeah, I love it. I bloody love it. Something to mark the ceremony. So there you go. Apparently, Rashi's going to carry in a shoulder injury and is going to have surgery after the Euros. I spoke about it on the United stand, Christo, so thank you for that. But yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Do you think it's pointless that there's 2 legs in the Champions League this season, considering no fans and how congested the football is, says Aidan? I do. I absolutely do. But I think it's to do with... It must be to do with TV right money or something like that. Hey, Mark, thoughts on Rashford? Have been playing with a back injury, like you said you last night, says Jens. And do you think Ollie's over-reliance on counter-attacking and inability to attack against defensive setups will be his downfall? Oh, 100%. 100%. Just on the Champions League thing, I do want to talk about Spurs and potentially being in a time race as well. Who are your top 5 players of all time, says Lenny. I'll come back to that as well. The reason I think that the Champions League games are being played over 2 legs, because it makes no sense, I agree. There's no fans in the ground. There's no advantage. The reason I think it is money. And it's a sad state of affairs, because what does money do for players' fitness levels? But I think it's to do with money, because if you think about it, BT Sports pay a lot of money for Champions League football. If FIFA or UEFA said, we're only going to do Liverpool's first leg, it's just going to be 1 game, then BT might say, well, hold on a minute. If we get 2 games, we get twice the revenue from adverts and everything like that. So I imagine it's to do with money. As Steve says, it's to do with TV money. Anyway, good start here. We're 3 minutes in. Liverpool just passing the ball about. I think it's an interesting game. I mean, one thing I would say about no fans in the ground is that I do think the glamour games don't get as much glamour. I think that's something that I think football still retained its popularity. But I think the buzz around big games has disappeared a little bit because of the lack of... Who's cutting all these footballers' hair, by the way? How come they get haircuts and I can't get a haircut? It's footballist. It's elitist. Ooh, not only do they get to play football that I want to do, not only do they get paid to play football, which I'd love to do, but they're also getting bloody haircuts. Sam Jones says it's on Twitter, can DM you if it's interested. Yeah, or just let me know what your Twitter is, Sam, and I'll have a look. Happy to shout you out. Congratulations on 1 million. It's amazing to have a fan forum worldwide, says Iata. Respect from Singapore. Cheers, pal. Chelsea not really got into this game at the moment. They're privileged, aren't they, getting a haircut? Many sports are introducing budget caps to equalise the players' field and give smaller teams a chance to compete. Would this make games more exciting, says Vebath? I think it'd be very hard to do. There's so much money in football, and the reality is, if you put... The problem with football is, and this is where I'll give you a counter argument, if you started to bring in wage caps into football, my argument would that be, of course it's ridiculous that people get paid 300 grand a week to play football, but the problem is, if you capped, say... Bruno Fernandes was the best player in the world. Cristiano Ronaldo is the best player in the world, or Messi, right? Ronaldo and Messi can no longer earn more than 150k a week because there's a player cap. Well, where does all the surplus money go from? Because there's loads of money in football. So if the money's not going to the players, where's it going to? It's going to people like Ed Woodward and the Glazers. So I would rather the players got the money. Mark, what was the first game you ever watched in a stadium? Mine was City versus Barnsley at Main Road. Says Noisy Blue. First game I watched in a stadium was probably... I don't know. I mean, I know the first time I went to Manchester United, that was Old Trafford 1989. The first game I probably went to would have been Notts County or Forest, because that's where I lived, and I had family members who were fans of both clubs, so it was a lot easier for them to do that. But the first game I really enjoyed was the first time at Old Trafford. I missed that last United stand. Congratulations on 1 million. It's so deserved. Love the show. Now to get the channel up to 1 million. This channel, says Sean, Negative Turner. Yeah, please subscribe, bottom right hand corner, and share the video. What a lovely present. Congratulations on 1 million, by the way. Appreciate you and the guys a lot, says Asker Coleman. And Mark, I just found out my girlfriend of over 2 years is a secret Burnley fan. It's always bloody Burnley. Is that a deal breaker? Alec Webber. Depends what she's like in certain areas. I nearly said in the sack then. That would have been really... Some people would say honesty is the best way. Robertson shoots just wide. Mark, now you have 1 million. I suppose it depends whether you love a mate, because true love can surmount any, well, not any, but a lot of setbacks. I think being a Burnley fan is a little bit more surmountable than meeting the girl of your dreams and then finding out she's not a girl. Mark, now you have 1 million. Do you have a TV licence, says Fergus? It always reminds me of that story from that Alan Partridge episode where Michael's telling the story of being in Thailand, and one of his mates pulls this stunner, takes her back to the room, gets her kit off, and finds out she's got meat and 2 veg, and says, well, we're here now, we may as well crack on. Let me write this down then, at Boyer Sevenist. Okay, at Boyer Sevenist. I've been so busy today, but there will be the final episode of Goldbridge at Home tomorrow on my channel, Mark Goldbridge, the vlog. It's the last one, and then Cooking with Goldbridge is back next week, which I'm really excited about. I'm sad that it's the last Goldbridge at Home, or Home with Goldbridge, but it was always going to be 6 episodes. I'll come back to it, but I'm going to try and do things in bursts of 6 now. So I'll now do 6 Cooking with Goldbridges in a row. Hey Mark, it wouldn't be letting me send a super chat on the United stand. Congratulations, says Craig99. 1 million, very much deserved. Really appreciate all the content. Thanks, pal. And same here, Mark. Day off and was doing all oil changes on the vehicles. Congratulations on 1 million. Looking forward to tomorrow morning's show, says Chris Gafford. I think the morning show is one of my favourite shows now on the United stand, yeah. Will there be a season 2 at Home with Goldbridge? Yes, there will. There will. I've really enjoyed it, actually. But I'll probably take it out and about a little bit more. A nice ball out wide. Will Robertson keep it in? He's kept it in well. No, it's gone for a goal kick. Congratulations for reaching 1 million, says Mark, Manchester United. Thank you very much for the super chats. Thanks everyone who's tuning in, by the way. Please smash a like and subscribe, bottom right hand corner. I think Mane could have gone down there, you know, that tackle on Christensen. I'm surprised he didn't go down. Too honest. I'll tell you, as a Liverpool fan, I would say, is Mane a little bit too honest there? He could have had a real penalty contender there. You know, this is what as a Liverpool fan you'd be pissed off there though, because they'll be saying on the telly, oh, he's so honest, he's so honest. But as a Liverpool fan, I'd be like, fucking go down. You don't get a penalty for being honest, can you? Sing Blinded by the Lights for your 1 million subscribers, says Fion. Ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. You know I can't sleep until I feel your touch. That's it. On the wage cap thing on players, it would still be given to the players in bonuses for goals, clean sheets. Wage caps only affect base salaries. Congratulations on 1 million, says Aidan. Yeah, they'd find a way around. They'd find a way around it. A nice ball over the top here. Keeper's going to get there. Chelsea not really doing anything in this game. I mean, very similar to how they played against United, really. I actually felt for some reason that Chelsea were favourites coming into this, but I think now it's started off. Liverpool are looking more settled. Nice ball into Werner, though. Good hit. Ooh, not bad by Werner. Took it down on the edge of the box. Shoots over. I'm jealous of his haircut. That's exactly how I normally have my hair. Mine's better than Werner's, though. I think we can all agree on that. I'd be a little bit worried if I was a Chelsea fan. I'd want to see a little bit more. And what's he doing playing? Look at the press from Liverpool, actually. That's something I've not seen them do for quite a while. A little bit more energy from Liverpool, which is interesting. Haaland's trim is horrible, EB. Really, I don't rate it at all. Thanks for the super chat, Fletcher Perring. And thanks everyone who's saying congratulations, by the way. Predictions for Sunday's match, Mark. I've done a preview on the United stand for that. I can't see United scoring, really. So I think the best we can get is 0-0. We just don't look like... If we can't score against Palace, how are we going to score against City? And I think it's taken people a little bit of time to get used to that. But City's defence is actually very good. So I want a draw. Yeah, Brian, I want a draw. Definitely do want a draw tonight. One thing I did want to bring up. Everton and Spurs have won tonight. I'd been so busy I hadn't even realised they were playing. We're 200 subscribers away from 335,000, by the way. I've been meaning to check that for a few minutes. Bottom right hand corner to subscribe. Let's see if we can get to 335 tonight, which would be nice for this channel. But yeah, so Arsenal... Wait a minute, let's just see what happens with Liverpool here. Salah's got it on the wing. Nice ball into Trent. I've noticed that Liverpool look a little bit more energetic tonight. A little bit more on the front foot than they have done for quite a while. And Salah's won it back here. They're pressing higher up the pitch, but they haven't done this for a long time. Wijnaldum to Salah. Yeah, I did just want to mention it. We'll get on to it in a minute. I do want to talk about Spurs. Thomas says, congratulations on 1 million. Don't ever change what you do, Mark. You're honestly top tier comedy gold. Your content in both channels is incomparable. Thanks, Thomas. So yeah, Chelsea have won it back now, so I can talk about what I wanted to talk about. In this race for top 4, considering Tottenham have got Crystal Palace on Sunday night and Everton are playing Chelsea on Monday, which is another big game for Chelsea, actually. 3 hard games for Chelsea, to be fair. United, Liverpool and Everton, all in and around the top 4. So at the moment, the way the league table looks is that Spurs have got 42 points and Everton have got... Well, Everton are in a top 4 race at the moment. Whether people believe that or not, they're 4th. They've got 46 points and they've got a game in hand. If they won that game in hand, they'd be 2 points off second. And that's a big if they won that game in hand. But they don't have Europa League football. Obviously, they don't have Champions League football. So they've got a bit of an advantage without European football. As of West Ham, you've got to put West Ham in the equation as well. But it's interesting with Spurs because if Everton are in the race with 46 points and West Ham are in the race with 45 points, surely Spurs are in the race, as amazing as it might seem, because Spurs have played the same amount of games and have got 42 points. Are Spurs back in a top 4 race is what I wanted to ask. Chelsea are just passing it around at the back at the moment. So are Spurs now back in a top 4 race? And if they are back in a top 4 race, does that not absolutely evidence what a shit season this is? Because Spurs should not be in a top 4 race. They shouldn't be in a top 4 race, should they? Spurs. They've bottled so many. They've dropped so many points. And a lot, like D1 says, of course they are. Nice turn by Mason Mount into Werner. Needs to lay that off quicker there to Ziyech. I mean, Werner just doesn't look as smooth as he did at Leipzig. Well, I'm going to talk about Arsenal in a minute, funnily enough, if Spurs are in it or Arsenal in it. But, yeah, nice ball out wide here to Reece James. Cuts it back. Liverpool have got that. So, yeah, I think that's quite interesting about Spurs. Are they back in it? I don't think they are back in it. But I think if they can win a load of games, they could get back in it. I think the problem with Spurs is can they remain consistent? Rafa says, both teams seem to be playing that long ball like us. Midfield's not well. What does that say about the league in this moment and about United? And hey up, Mark. Is Milan Skriniar from Inter any good, or is he another Tyrone Mings? Your hair looks fine, mate, says Mr. Fox. Who were the OG crew for United stand during the first month of the channel? Says Emil. I think the first month of the channel would have been me on my own, Emil. We did start doing a Sunday night show, but we had Kev, Alex, Rich. Oh my God, Werner. He is a joke. How has he missed that? I'm not joking. The ball comes through to Werner on the bounce, and he basically does a pass back. He's got to score there. Short. Am I over egging the pudding there? How does Werner not score there? That is a golden opportunity. He can't be offside either. Well, they'll show it back in a minute, but that is a terrible miss. It really is. It's a bit of a mistake in the defence. Oh, hold on, Reece James lays it back. Aspilicueta over the bar. Watch this back from Werner. They're going to show it now. I don't know how it ends up with him. It's a bad mistake, but it's too high. It's either too high for him to volley. Yeah, cross comes back in. Oh no, don't want to. That's not the chance. Why are they showing Aspilicueta's chance? Show Werner's chance. Here we go. He's onside. Bounces at. Oh my god. He's got to score that. It's high. He could head it. Why don't you head it? What is he doing? It's high and he's jumped to kick it and basically passed it back to Alisson. But he could head it. He could let it drop and volley it. I mean, Marcus Holiday says it was too high. He shouldn't be going with his foot. He should be heading it. That is a striker with no confidence. Congratulations on 1 million subs. Well deserved, says Sam Hardwick. What Tuchel is doing is equivalent to Ollie playing DJ because he has the pasta running behind Liverpool's high line. Route 1 football, says Yazza Said. And Werner's no better than Dan James, says Michael Kelly. There is a drop-off with Werner. I do like him. Angie says, couldn't get on the United stand. Congratulations to the team. Let's hope United goes back to the top and we as a community can be happier. Thank you, Angie S. Goldbridge nudes on my Insta, says Avery Sharp. Even I haven't got any Goldbridge nudes, so I don't know how you've got them. And let me just have a quick look at Arsenal. People are saying if Spurs are in the top 4 race, then so are Arsenal. Piss off. So Spurs have got 42 points and they're 5 points ahead of Arsenal. So there's no way Arsenal are in a top 4 race, I'm afraid. Arsenal are in a top 8 race. They're not in a top 4 race. They've left themselves too much to do, Arsenal. And also, I don't think Arsenal's fixtures are that favourable, if I remember. They've got Burnley on Saturday. Then they've got Spurs, West Ham, Liverpool, Everton, Chelsea. I mean, they could pick up some points, but I think they're going to struggle. Corner by Chelsea, cleared by Salah. Spurs of Palace, Arsenal, Villa, Newcastle in the next 4 mark could easily win all those matches and get back into the top 4, says Racehorse Red. Yeah, I think with Spurs, what they've got to do is what they've been unable to do. Here's Mount into Werner on the left-hand side. Cross is good, but no one's in the box because he's the man who would be in the box. Werner putting a cross in for somebody nobody can get. Spurs won 1-0 against Fulham, toss-in own goal. And Everton won at West Brom, Richarlison again. So they're winning games tightly. Good win for Everton there. Picking up the wins. Ancelotti was under a bit of pressure before. He's doing well now. He's chipped it a la your career mode, says Sid T. Thanks for all the super chats. Thanks for everyone who's getting involved, by the way. Please subscribe, bottom right hand corner. And share the video. We've nearly got 10,000 watching, which is quite surprising tonight because I was a little bit late going live. But people are loyal to the channel, which is always fantastic when you're building a community. So we've had 20 minutes here. It's been quite a slowish 20 minutes. I want a draw. I think Spurs fans want a draw. Leicester want a draw. Everton want a draw. West Ham want a draw. Arsenal think they can get top 4, so they want a draw. Maybe Fulham should want to draw then if Arsenal want to draw. But it is a draw at the moment. Chelsea probably having the better chances, to be fair. But Liverpool have gone a bit quiet the last 10 minutes. If Ireland and England are successful in a World Cup bid, which city would most like go to watch a game? If 82,000 Crow Park is used in Dublin, the atmosphere in Dublin would be electric, says C3PO. If I was loaded, I'd love to live back in Dublin. I love Dublin. I can't wait to go back. So... Mark, mate, I have ice. Come in my bet. Oh, Matthew. You're just being rude. 100 subscribers away from 335, by the way. Please subscribe, bottom right hand corner. 21 minutes gone. Chelsea getting a bit more of a platform now. I thought Liverpool started off well, but Chelsea starting to come into this game a little bit more now. Can't believe we've got a bloody international break coming up. I hate the international break. Does anyone know who's actually playing in the international break? I mean, I presume it's international teams, but like, I can't stand the international break. And the great thing about the international break is that your players don't actually get a bloody break, do they? Which is what they need more than anything. I tell you what, I'm going to lose my shit if England are playing 3 games in the international break, because that means everybody are playing 3 games in the international break, and you can't have a 3-game international break. It's ridiculous. Let's have a quick look. So, oh my God, it gets even better. They're playing 3 games, but wait for this shit. They are playing 3 games in March, but, you know, we're playing... I'm not watching them. There's no watch-alongs for England on this channel. I'm having 2 weeks off. I'm playing Football Manager and FIFA. We're playing San Marino, and that's a waste of time. San Marino is one of them. Albania's the other one, and Poland is the other one. I mean... Poland has got relevancy because obviously they've got some good players, Lewandowski, but oh my God, oh my bloody God. What a waste of time. 3 games as well. San Marino. I could play for England against San Marino. Is Werner onside? He's on. And he scored! Is he onside though? It's been given for Werner. I tell you what, Liverpool have been caught out like a bunch of prats here if it's a goal. It's a ball over the top. Is another Chelsea player, Ziyech. They're having a bit of a meeting here, Liverpool, but it looks like it's 1-0. Ball over the top. He's on. He's off. He's on. Ziyech's off. Werner is... I think Werner might be onside. I think Robertson might play him on. Oh, that angle's not going to help us. Anyway, well, Werner does well. Alisson goes with his foot. He should have gone with his head. And Werner knocks it past him and taps it in. But if it's not offside, it's a goal. No, Ollie Stevenson. Werner's not miles off. Ziyech's miles off. I think he might be off because of his arm. Hard to tell. They're checking it here on VAR. Here we go. Here we go. It's all about the lines. Offside. He's offside. I told you. I thought it was marginal. You got a feel for Werner there. The offside rule is a joke. It really is a joke, isn't it? Nil. They're ridiculous but accurate, aren't they? They're very annoying. I mean, we're missing out on goals because of inches. Not even inches, centimetres, millimetres really. But Ollie Stevenson says he's miles off in the modern game. You're probably right, Ollie, actually. You're probably right. But it's one of those where Liverpool go, wow, he's offside. He's offside. If that happens to United, I go, wow, it's offside. It's a good defensive line. But the reality is, it's just luck. It's luck. You know, you play your offside. You don't plan to get somebody offside by a millimetre. And When Liverpool got away with one there. But they are looking for that ball over the top. Many of you have said it in the comments that Chelsea are looking for that long ball and Liverpool are trying to play the press. So it's interesting. Congratulations on 1 million. More to come, says Arjen. We're only getting started, mate. We're only getting started. Kante into Ziyech. Werner's in again down that left-hand side. He's causing them problems. You've got to say, in fairness to Tuchel, he's got it spot on tonight. He has got it spot on tonight because if he played Giroud, this never would have worked. I think he should have played Werner against United. The way we played, Werner would have caused us more problems. But Liverpool is in the live comments. But it was offside. It remains... I mean, it's so close. It's so close. And the bad thing is, it's an outstretched arm that he's off for. Congratulations on 1 million subs, says Harry Hannah. What has been your favourite memory on the United stand since you started? That's a good question. I'll have a think on that. Congratulations for 1 million, says Sarab. Going through a bad breakup, and I'm sure you helped me through it. Thank you and God bless. Yeah, big up to anyone who's going through difficult times. I know that these shows are helpful because they're helpful to me as well. You know, having a chat, watching football, I love it. So big up to everybody. And Sarab, I hope it works out for you. It's never easy. Liverpool are not really creating anything. That's the only thing I would say. If I was a Liverpool fan, I'd be a little bit concerned that Chelsea's defence is... And we've seen that with Tuchel. I don't know how many goals they've conceded this season, but it's not many since he's come in. But Liverpool's struggling to... I think Liverpool's big problem is the midfield. I think Thiago's a good player. Mane! Oh! He's pratted it. He's done that thing that we've all done on the playground or down the park. The ball comes towards you. You think you're about to score a volley. You put your foot through it and your foot goes through thin air. He's just missed it. Twat. Oh, you can call a twat. You can call him a twat when they're on that much money. He doesn't, and then he's looking in the air. He doesn't know where it's gone. He's gone to volley it in, and then he's looking in the air like, "Fuck, where has it gone? Where's it gone?" It's like the crap kid at school. Lands perfect for he's on the penalty box. He's 1-on-1. The ball's coming over his shoulder, and he's kicked thin air. Unlucky, Mane. Unlucky. Should have been 1-0 there. That should have been a goal for Liverpool. Thanks everyone for tuning in. And by the way, we've nearly got 11,000 watching, which is fantastic. Fantastico. I want a draw. It should be 1-1, says Matthew. They're still going on about the VAR offside. Well, obviously I don't want Chelsea to win. I want them to draw. So I'm not going to moan about a Chelsea goal being disallowed, to be fair. But as I said, it's a ridiculous decision, but it is accurate. You can't moan about it. He literally is offside by a millimetre or whatever, but... Do you want those decisions, really? Well, where do you draw the line? Well, literally, VAR draws it. Liverpool stepping it up a little bit here. Mane fouled by Thiago. That's always a good sign, isn't it? Fouling your own players. Are you doing any watch-alongs at the weekend? They're not actually that good this weekend. I know I'm doing Monday night because it's Chelsea against Everton. I'll have a look in a minute. Probably do Burnley Arsenal, but even that's a bit shit. I think Arsenal will win that. It comes to something when you can't point where you want the ball to be played anymore, says Gavin Blake. Yeah, you're right. You're talking about Werner and you're right. If there was a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook and the DJ revolves it. Ice, ice, baby. Bing, 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 baby, bing, bing. Vanilla, ice, ice, baby. Bing, 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 baby, bing, bing. I said stop. Collaborate and listen. Ice is back with a brand new adventure. Something got a hold of me tightly. I don't know the words. Daily and nightly. When is it going to stop, yo? I don't know. Here's Werner. Bad pass by Werner. To the extreme, like a stream, like a candle. Mark should be employed by Finnair after that, says Dalaba. Mane should be employed by Finnair. Good one. I like it, Dalaba. I like it. Ray Carl Brown Amore, wait a minute. Mane gets it wide to Salah. He's got a bit of space to run into. That's a poor ball. Ray Carl Brown Amore says, congratulations on 1 million subs for United Stand. I said in the LVDJs you would make 1 million subs, and I say it again, you make it with this channel too, says Ray. Well, I'll tell you what, been lovely if this channel made 1 million subscribers. We'll have to see. I just enjoy this channel. This channel is a bit of a relaxed hobby for me. That's probably why I'm a little bit more relaxed. Alonso, Kabak. Do you think Liverpool's defence is better now they've bought Kabak? I actually do. I think he gives them a little bit. Kabak reminds me of. I think Kabak will end up being a good Liverpool player. I think I don't think he's going to be as good as Vidic, but he reminds me a bit of Vidic. He had a bit of a baptism of fire in January, didn't he? He made a few mistakes, but I think he will become a good player. Kabak. I mean, he's a bit slow, says Kartik, but I think he will be fine. Mark, I'm paying you not to sing again, says Stratos. Fine. Yotta's warming up. He's a welcome player back for Liverpool, isn't he, Yotta? Mark, will you be playing Rocket League on your Twitch? Yes, I will, Zach. Yes, I will. I might drop my Twitch link in the video description, actually, so people know, because I don't think people know about it. We're 50 subscribers away from 335,000, by the way, so please subscribe to this channel, bottom right-hand corner. It's got a draw written all over it. What did I say? 2-1 to Liverpool. I think I'm going to stick with that, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was like 1-1. Because both of them can't afford to... I mean, effectively, that's a draw is a result I want, but it's also quite a predictable result because neither team can really afford to lose. They can, but it won't help them if they do in their quest to get top 4. They need to do better than that. I certainly don't think it's a game that. Wow, yeah, I don't think either of them can afford to lose it, really. Congratulations on 1 million. You should start rapping, says Azias. I've always thought I'd be a good rapper. Alex Mayer, thanks for the super chat. How good is Mason Mount looking these days? Never rated him before. Congratulations on the 1 million, pal, says Tom Boone. Yeah, I think Mason Mount reminds me of Declan Rice. And it's funny because they're also very good friends, but I never really thought Declan Rice... I did think Declan Rice was overhyped, and I definitely thought Mason Mount was overhyped. And basically, towards the end of last season, I watched Rice a few times and I was like, he actually is really good and he's getting better and better. And I think Mason Mount this season, I've not watched loads of Chelsea, but I've watched a lot of Chelsea, and I think he has been really Chelsea's best player of the season. So that's all I can say about that. North side or south side of Dublin, says Callum. You always get in trouble for this, but I'm a north sider. I lived in Malahide, so I came in from the north, which is good because I prefer the north in Game of Thrones as well. The new career mode on FIFA, you'll have to just wait and see. But career mode's back tomorrow. I was really disappointed not to do career mode today because it's at a very important stage. It's very tense after that Burnley win. You know, we could still win the Champions League and we could retain the league, but it's going to be difficult. We've got a massive game against Man City coming up as well. Tomorrow, I think it is as well, we've got Man City. So tomorrow afternoon, 2:30, FIFA career mode. Watch out for that. And Football Manager will be back tomorrow on Twitch as well. I've started up my Twitch channel again. It was chaos the other night when we played Football Manager, but it ended up being a really good stream. And that will be tomorrow night at about 7 p.m. So busy day tomorrow because I've got to catch up on stuff that I didn't do today. But you can check out my Football Manager Career Mode episode 1 and catch up for the stream tomorrow. I will drop the link in the video description for you if you're interested in Football Manager and a bit of gaming and stuff. So there. I said gaming, not game man. There are sites for that, but it's not my Twitch page. And there's nothing wrong with those sites if that's the way you go. All I'd say is be safe. Rob. And the link in the video description should be there now for Twitch. So 35 minutes gone, still 0-0, and not a lot. Well, you say not a lot. Werner should have scored a goal when he had a chance, and he went for his foot when he should have gone with his head. And then he did score a goal, but he was offside probably by about a centimetre of his elbow, which is the modern game, I'm afraid. I'm not a fan of VAR. I've said it many times on this channel. I'm not a fan of VAR. And people say, well, it's not VAR you're not a fan of, it's the people who are running the VAR. And I think in relation to the penalty that we should have had against Chelsea, you're right. But VAR is the one on this. I don't like the offside. Do not like the offside rule. So there we go. What was so good about living in Dublin, says Sam? I just think it was my age. It was my early 20s. I used to work in an office which was a bit like the office. A lot of people around the same age group. We worked right smack in the middle of Dublin. There's loads of pubs. There's a great nightlife. And when you're young, looking for action and, no responsibilities, it was just a great time of my life. And I met my wife. Ziyech, cross, headed away by Trent. Not too far, though. Aspilicueta, Mason Mount, took it down, shoots over the bar, but right idea. Do you think there is a problem nowadays that teams are not going at each other anymore, but instead one team always seems to sit deep and counter-attack? It makes football less attractive, says Lynn Dan. I don't know about that, Lynn. I don't know about that. I think this season's actually been very good. You think about some of the results we've had this season. I mean, this is the season where United beat Southampton 9-0, where Spurs beat United 6-1, where Villa beats Liverpool 6-2, 7-2, 6-2. So there's 7-2. So there's been a lot of funny results this season. I just think we're getting to a point now where everybody's very tired. And also we're getting to that point now where not only is everybody tired, but the games become very important. So tactics become really important. Bloody hell. Chelsea United at the weekend, boring. This game is very, very tight. It's better than United-Chelsea, though. Because one of these teams, a draw's not really good enough. I mean, for Chelsea, I look at this and I go, is a draw against Man United and Liverpool a good result? Is 2 points from 6 when you're trying to get in the top 4 race good for Chelsea? They need to win. Liverpool, I think Liverpool would probably look at this and go, we want to win, but if we don't win, if we can find some form, Liverpool are still a very, very good side. Should Spurs prioritise the Europa League or top 4, says Govand? I think at the moment you can pretty much do both, but it's hard. Spurs have got a very big squad. I feel sorry for Werner with that offside. Seems like the player that can't catch a break, says Kyle. Yeah. I think you're spot on with that. I think you're absolutely spot on, Kyle. Yeah. There is a vlog tomorrow, yes. I've just got to edit it early in the morning. Today's been great, but busy, and has set me back on a few things. But Chelsea's the better team, says Slavic. Who do you think is the better team so far? I think Liverpool for the first 10 looked like it was a little bit like the old Liverpool, but then Chelsea have come more and more into the game and probably should be 1-0 up. Yeah, most people are saying Chelsea. Your dad says it's equal. Chelsea definitely says Evan. Say 2 if you see this, says Aaron. Seb is in the new vlog, yeah. Piers, he's in this one. Yeah. I had to bring him back. So Seb is in the new vlog, yeah. That'll make people watch it now. Tomorrow, probably about midday, hopefully, I'd look to get that out. 50-50. So people are genuinely saying it's a 50-50 game or it's Chelsea. Sarab should come to Route 04 in Delhi on Sunday, Route 004, to get distracted. He is a childhood friend, says Sporty Virus. And is FIFA back tomorrow, Mark, says Aaron. Yes, about 2:30. Probably, well, 2:30 tomorrow. Yeah, it will be, because the Ollie presser will be at about 1:30. So, yeah. When's Pogba back? We'll probably find out in Ollie's presser tomorrow. VAR is destroying the joy of football every day, says Ajan. I mean, I sympathise with that. I do sympathise with that. I mean, I could be a complete arsehole and say I don't sympathise with that because we should have had a penalty against Chelsea at the weekend and now they've had an offside go against them. So you could say it's justice, but the reality is it's not justice, it's just poor decisions. It was a penalty for United and that offside is a bit... The thing is, it is accurate, but it's only accurate through luck. I don't mind a player being offside if it's good defensive play. But the reality is, that's not good defensive play. It's very lucky because he could easily have been onside. I just don't... I used to like offsides when they gave the advantage to the striker. You know, if it's marginal, you're on. But when you bring VAR in, you can't have marginal because you're always going to be technically off. United derby last 10 games, City 5 wins, United 4 wins and 1 draw, almost even. Am I being optimistic, says Vabaf? Oh, I think they will get a draw. Here's Mason Mount in the box, lots of Liverpool players back. He's going to get the shot off. Oh, what a goal! He's pure class, that Mason Mount. There's no mountain he can't climb. Absolute pure class from Mason Mount. I told you, I was only talking about him a few minutes ago. Didn't really rate him that much. Didn't really rate him, but this season, that is brilliant. World class from Mount, and he continues to impress me. Makes Liverpool's defence look terrible there. I mean, realistically, he shouldn't do what he does. Give him some credit. Picks it up on the left-hand side of the penalty box. Cuts across Fabinho. Nobody tracks him down, and then he finishes low. But you'd be bloody fuming as a Liverpool fan that Fabinho and Trent Alexander-Arnold don't bother to put a block in quicker than they do. But it's a fantastic goal by Mount. Got to say, a fantastic goal by Mason Mount. And 1-0 to Chelsea, which is probably what many of you were saying they deserved. Let's change the score, but he's done it again. Mason Mount, right before half-time, probably just about what Chelsea deserved. Hope you're keeping well, says Daniel Derbyshire. Thanks very much, pal. Hope you are as well. I'm just about to change the score here. Liverpool losing again. Well, the score changes the game. The interesting thing here is, if Liverpool were to lose, how much further behind can they go in this top 4 race before top 4 becomes an absolute bloody nightmare for them? Hi Mark, so thanks very much for that one. What did I say about Mount, says Tom Boone. Thanks very much for that, Tom. So 1-0 just ahead of half time here. Lovely goal by Mason Mount. Yeah, lots of people giving him the plaudits in the live comments because he deserves it. I've said it a few times on this channel, but I only said it a few minutes ago. For me, Chelsea's player of the year this year, without a shadow of a doubt. Mane's gone down injured here, but Liverpool, I mean, what is the problem with Liverpool? They're playing this high line all the time, and Werner's in again, and Robertson has to come across. Bit of a soft foul that, I think, but he gets it. James says Liverpool back to walking alone. Well, I tell you what, let's put some emphasis on this for a moment. If Liverpool were to lose this game, they would be in 7th place with 43 points, having played a game more than Spurs, who've got 42 points. In 8th place, Spurs are. Liverpool in 7th place. And they would be 8 points off second, which is not unsurmountable for Liverpool. But when you look at Liverpool's next few fixtures, what are they? Does it get any better for them? Well, Fulham at the weekend, then they've got Wolves, then they've got Arsenal, then they've got Villa, then they've got Leeds, then they've got Newcastle, then they've got United, Southampton, West Brom, Burnley, Palace. I mean, realistically, Liverpool do have games that if they can click into form, you'd expect them to go on a run. And God, Liverpool are more than capable of going on a run. But they're on a bad run at the moment. I mean, if they were to lose tonight, how many losses at Anfield is that this year? Before 2021, they've been unbeaten at Anfield for nearly 3 years. Now they can't win. Amazing turn of events, really. Is there any more of that left?
Yeah.
You having any? No, I'll leave this one. That's all right. How much is that? I'll just have a little bit then. So he's only adding 1 minute on, and it should be going to half time now, and it is half time now. So let me just stop the clock. Stop and reset. Thanks. 1-0 at half time, probably what Chelsea deserve. The goal that Werner scored shouldn't have been a goal because he was technically offside, but it's so marginal. You almost feel sorry for Chelsea on that one, but they have got the goal they probably deserve. Liverpool, best chance probably fell to Mane and he kicked thin air, but not good enough from Liverpool in that half. Again, I think, where is the Liverpool that we all know of the last few years? They just seem a little bit lost, and they've got a lot of talent on that pitch. But the big problem, I think, with Liverpool, and I keep saying it, is yes, their centre backs are not the centre backs they want to use, but neither's their midfield. No Henderson, no Fabinho, and I just don't think Thiago, Jones, and Wijnaldum cut the mustard in relation to linking the defence with the attack. It's just not as fast or as aggressive, and it doesn't seem to work. And Liverpool is struggling because of the lack of creativity coming through from that midfield. I've said this time and time again. Van der Beek would have suited Liverpool better than Thiago, and Thiago would have suited Man United better than Liverpool. Thiago is a slower, more built, measured builder up of the play, and Van der Beek is a more quicker pass and move player, which would suit Liverpool down to the ground. But it is what it is. Please subscribe, by the way, bottom right hand corner. We are very close to 335,000, so bottom right hand corner to subscribe. What are your thoughts on the half, and what are the topics you would like us to discuss? We're currently 10 subscribers away from 335,000, so please subscribe, bottom right hand corner. FIFA Career Mode is back tomorrow, and if you're interested in Football Manager, I have dropped a link for my Twitch page. That's back at 7 o'clock tomorrow night, episode 2. You can catch episode 1 on Twitch if you want to watch it back. Neither of them suit the Premier League, says Curryman, in relation to Thiago and Van der Beek. Mark, hope this channel can get to 500k by the end of the year, says YJ. And ZX should do this kind of stuff, says Herv. Not offside, disgrace, should be 2-0, says Nicholas. Mark, what's your thoughts on Fulham's handball that costed them the game, says Landon. I haven't seen it, mate. I missed both of those games from earlier. Congratulations, Mark, on your superb landmark. What a guy, says Big Josh. Thank you very much for the super chat. And rank these 4: Mount, Grealish, Maddison and Foden, says George. Maddison 4. Mount 3. Grealish 2, Foden 1. I mean, we're talking about very, very good players. I mean, all of those won't go to the Euros as well. And when you think about it, you've got Mount, Grealish, Maddison, Foden, and Lingard. You can't take all 5. You can probably only take 3 at a push. 2 of them are not going to go. I don't think Lingard gets in as well as he's playing, and probably not Maddison. I think he'll take Foden, Grealish, and Mount. Which is the way to look at it, I suppose. This means as much for me as it does for you. I'm so happy we reached 1 million. You're legendary, Mark, says Oliver Hammond. Well, hey, mate, it's on you, Oliver. I mean, you're the reason it's hit 1 million subscribers. Not you individually, but it's the viewers that do it. So, as I said on the United Stand earlier on the 1 million subscriber show, it's down to you. Watch along for Bayern versus Dortmund or the Madrid derby, says Edvin. I don't know when they are, mate. Mark, just look it up. I want to see what you think. It really shows VAR's mistakes for us, says Landon Delaney. I'm going to look at it when it comes up at half time. Mount is the new Lampard, says Vox Dot. I mean, bloody hell, Lampard was fantastic, wasn't he? If Mount can be anything like that, then he's going to have a great career. But on the subject of Mason Mount, I did sort of say it very, very quickly. I didn't really get what Mason Mount was all about, and a lot of it was to do with England. I was frustrated how Southgate picked Mount over Grealish, because I think Grealish is better than Mount. But that made me disrespect how good Mount is. And having watched him a lot this season, he's a bloody good player. I really do like him. I thought there was a bit of favouritism towards him from Southgate and from Lampard. But he is categorically Chelsea's best player this season. So fair play to him. He's doing really, really well. Daniel Whittle, thanks for the super chat there. Who is the better manager, Mourinho or Pep, and why, says FBB? that's not even a question, is it? It's Pep, clearly. And that's because he's a better manager right now. He plays better football. Mourinho is probably washed at this level. If you're talking about over the whole careers, I think there's a debate to be had. But it's like me saying that the 99 United side is better than this Man City side. I know it's a fact, but people get lost in the now. They get lost in the moment. And the reality is Mourinho's career against Pep's career, probably Mourinho's the better manager. But because Pep's better than Mourinho at the moment, everyone goes, well, Pep's better. But actually, there is a story behind it. And I would say Mourinho's career is better than Pep's because he didn't start off at Barcelona with Messi. He started off at Porto and won the Champions League. Have you finished the Marvel series yet? Says Racehorse Red. I haven't watched it yet. And congratulations on 1 million and thank you to the United Stand, says FM. Noob, thank you. Saka or Mount, says Jack. Mount for me at the moment. And I do like Saka, as everybody knows. There's a tsunami incoming in the New Zealand, apparently, says Bread. I've not heard about that, but, I hope everyone's safe and that's not going to happen. What are Liverpool going to do to get back into this game? Well, I'd never write Liverpool off. Even if they lost this game, I still think they've got fixtures they can go on a run at. But I just think Liverpool look sluggish. And I think there is a telling stat. A Liverpool fan was telling me a few weeks ago ahead of the United game that it's statistically proven that there has been a drop-off in relation to their pressing game of about 30% or something ridiculous like that. So you can see what Liverpool's problem is. But on that goal for Mason Mount, they've got to get closer to him. Fabinho, you can't, I'd be furious, you can't show a player inside, show him outside. Why are you showing him inside? Showing him inside onto your right foot to shoot, it's not good enough from Fabinho there. And what I'm saying there is for the people who maybe are going, he's already outside, Mark, it's not indoor football. What I'm saying is Mason Mount's good off his right foot, he's on the edge of the penalty box. The last thing you want to do is show him towards the goal on his right foot, because that's just a double strong thing for Mason Mount. Shift your body and show him onto the left foot. It's poor from Fabinho. They're just showing the offside here. Let me just have a quick look at this whilst having a sip of this. I thought it was one of those where he was going to get called offside, but to the naked eye, it's very difficult. I mean, they're giving him offside by his elbow. I'll trust the computer, but it's very close. With the way things are going, do you still think Liverpool will finish in the top four? Says Gail. I think in relation to the top four race, what's everybody's top four prediction? Actually, get it typed in, and I'll read some out. When I look at the Premier League at the moment and the top four race, and I look at the fact that obviously City are going to win the league, United have got 51, Leicester have got 50, Everton have got 46, and West Ham have got 45. Chelsea and Liverpool 44 and 43. We've still got 12 games, 11 games left in the league for some. And I think that I look at that, you've basically got, what? How many teams? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams separated by 4 points for fourth place. I think if you're asking me who's going to get top four, I would still say Man City, Man United, Chelsea and Liverpool just on history, really, that they've got the better squads and they've got the better experience of getting top four. But Everton, West Ham, Leicester have got a very good chance. But I will still bow down to the fact that Chelsea, Liverpool are very, very good teams with very, very good squads. I think if Chelsea come out with a win tonight, they put themselves bang in favourites to get top four, really do. It's interesting, though, because a lot of people are saying Man City, Leicester, Chelsea and Everton, which puts United out. Reece Gregg has put Arsenal in there, which is hilarious. City, Chelsea, Everton and West Ham, says Morton, another one kicking United out. And a lot of people not putting Liverpool in as well. Which is interesting. Check Woodward's comments, says Sem. I'll have a quick look at those, yeah. Probably can pick them up on Twitter. Manchester United. Okay. I can't see Woodward's comments coming out yet. I haven't seen anything yet. I'll keep an eye on those because they will be coming out. Of course they will at some point. Right, let's back to the live chat. Can Liverpool get back into this game? Yes. I mean, I would love them to get back into the game because I would love the points. So I would love them to get back into this game. But I think the problem Liverpool have got is the way that Chelsea have approached this game. They've been hitting them on the break all game anyway. Liverpool have to try and get a goal now, which means Chelsea can just keep doing their tactic even more, which is hitting them on the break. So I would love a 1-1 draw. I did actually predict a Liverpool win 2-1, but if I was a Liverpool fan, which thankfully I'm not, I would be wondering what is going on because we're just not playing well. I just woke up for work and I can't be arsed, says Milhal. Unlucky. I'd like to say don't go to work, but I don't know what your work has. And you know, you could be a farmer, and then cows need feeding. So there you go. United aren't making top 4 without Pogba. And will you do a watch along for Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid, says Anthony. I wouldn't have thought so, but I don't know when it is. I'm going to have a look at the weekend fixtures actually. Let's have a quick look at what watch-alongs we're going to do over the next few games. Please subscribe, by the way. Bottom right-hand corner to do that. Just having a quick look at the weekend. So, weekend fixtures. Burnley, Arsenal, 12:30 on Saturday. 5:30 Villa, Wolves. Not doing that. I can't stand watching Wolves. There's no good games on Saturday, to be fair. Unless there's some European games that are good. Dun-dun-dun. Highland League, get out. Bundesliga. Bayern Munich versus Dortmund at 5:30 is interesting on Friday, on Saturday. I probably will watch that, to be fair. And you don't win friends with salad. Spanish La Liga. They must be playing on Sunday. Sunday, bloody Sunday. Atletico Madrid versus Real Madrid at 3:15 on Sunday. Well, I'm definitely not doing a watch along for that, am I? Because Man United are playing Man City at 4:30, so it clashes, so I can't do that. But the games are a bit shit this weekend anyway. The only real game that stands out for me at the weekend is Man United, Man City. Everybody else is there's not really a good game at the moment. But Monday at 6 o'clock, I'm doing Chelsea-Everton on this channel because I think that's going to be a good game. And then we're back into Europe next week, aren't we? Dortmund are playing Sevilla and Juventus are playing Porto. And on Wednesday, it's Liverpool, Leipzig and PSG, Barcelona. And then Thursday, it's Man United, AC Milan at 5-6. Shit. You know you're back in the Europa League when you're playing at 5-6. 5-6. 5-6. F off 5-6. Bloody, I tell you what, it's bad enough being in the Europa League, but it doesn't half banter you. It's bad enough having to play on a Thursday night, but having to play at 5-6. What's your favourite YouTube moment? For me, it's when you put DT in your pocket. Congratulations on 1 million, says Ryan Gillen. You know my favourite YouTube moment? It's very easy, and you should always go with what comes off the top of your head. It was winning the Europa League. My favourite moment as a Man United fan was winning the Champions League and the treble, of course. But my favourite United stand moment was winning the Europa League because it's the biggest trophy we've won in the time I've been doing it. And I loved it. So, you know, I'll go with a positive on that. Thoughts on Thomas Tuchel in the Premier League so far, says James Gray. I was a little bit disappointed with him. Again, well, I was happily disappointed with him, but I was a little bit disappointed with how they played against United. I didn't think, I was like, what's this all about? I think, I don't know whether he played for a draw. I don't know why. I think he maybe showed us a little bit too much respect. But overall, I mean, they've been very good tonight. Very well organised. Defensively, they're good. So yeah, I think the thing with Tuchel, or however you say it, is that you're going to spend in the summer. And next season, you're going to see what he's all about. And I tell you what, I think next season already, as an early prediction, I think next season might be what this season should have been for Chelsea. I predicted Chelsea would finish second this season. Now, I might be right. But I didn't predict that Tuchel would get you second. I thought Lampard would. So I think that next season for Chelsea, I think for Chelsea fans, it's about how far can we go in the Champions League and can we get top 4, and we'll be happy with that. And you're still in the FA Cup, so trophy and top 4 is probably what Chelsea fans would be happy with, because you know you're going to spend in the summer, and you know that Tuchel hasn't got the players that he wants yet. So I think overall, Tuchel is a work in progress. Not in relation to the way he plays. You can clearly say the way he plays, but the team he's going to build. The team he's going to build, yeah. Would you do a video on your time in Dublin, says James. I will when I can get over there. I'll do a vlog, yeah. But I haven't been there for a while. Congratulations on 1 million subs, says Ian, and he's a Chelsea fan. Thank you very much. Please subscribe to this channel, by the way. We are 10 away from 335,000. So bottom right-hand corner to subscribe. We're about to kick off at second half here. And can Liverpool get back into it? I'd like them to, because I'd like it to be a draw. So let's see what happens. Bobby has to be moved in the summer. Hurts to say it, says LFC Alex. Klopp's giving Mane a hug. You know what? I don't necessarily think you're right about Firmino. And you're a Liverpool fan, so you're right. But I don't personally think you're right as somebody just watching the game in general. I think Liverpool's biggest problem is their midfield. They are not creating or getting the ball quick enough to their front three. Well, I'll always be a defender of the number 9 in that situation, because at Manchester United, Cavani, Martial, Rashford, Greenwood, whoever plays up at number 9, they always get a load of stick, but they get no service. And I don't think Firmino is getting anywhere near Firmino is getting anywhere near the service that he needs. So I think that the problem with Liverpool is their midfield. They are not getting the ball quick enough to their front three, and that is suffering. I mean, your front three, especially Salah and Mane, you know how lethal they are. Thoughts on Lennon or Gerrard ever managing in the Premier League? And hopefully it doesn't happen, but favourite replacement for Ollie, says Connor Shields. Well, I don't really like answering that question, Connor, but I will say that I'd go with Nagelsmann. Thiago slows down Liverpool like Fred and Matic. I think he does slow you down. Bayern versus Dortmund on Saturday, if you want to make a watch along on that, says Jens. Yes, I could do that. I might do that, yeah. It will either be that or Arsenal Burnley. There is something drawing me to the fact that I would absolutely hate it if Burnley did beat Arsenal and I wasn't doing a watch along. Liam says, I watch you every day, you're the best. Congratulations on 1 million. By the way, you pronounce it Tuchel. Tuchel. Okay, thank you for that, because I have been doing it French and he's German. What time is the NBA All-Star game on Sunday, Isaac? Oh, the next thing I'm doing on Paddy Power, people were asking me, Cheltenham. They've got me doing Cheltenham. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. I do think Gerrard will definitely manage in the Premier League, by the way. I'm not sure about Lennon, but Gerrard has got the upper trajectory, yes. What are you drinking, Mark? I don't know. It's something the wife bought. Click Nouveau or something like that. Apparently it's quite nice. Oh, the timer has started. I've just not put it on the screen. No, why is it not on there? The cross comes in. I don't know why the timer's not working here. I'm a little bit confused. There it is. Oh no. There we go. It's playing up a bit. It's gone again. Back again. Back again. Gone again. Back again. What's it doing? No, I'm not playing that game. 2 can play at that game. Turn it off and start it up again. 2 can play at that game. Girl thing. Bobby's got a brand new beat. And if you want to hear the same thing, I hear what you're saying. 2 can play at that game. Firmino. That's a handball. Bloody hell. I tell you what, if they give that, I'm bloody fuming. It does hit him on the hand. It's probably quite close, but it does hit. It does hit him on the hand. There's no 2 questions about it. It's probably very close range on Kante from... Is that a penalty? Well, his hand's out in an unnatural position. I mean, that is surely a penalty. They won't give it. Timer's working again now. Timer's there. People forget how Liverpool were banter FC with two world-class players carrying them. Malo. Exactly. Liverpool have started off the second half a lot better. Mark, what's your opinion, Rashford or Foden for England, says Daniel Whittle? At the moment, it would have to be Foden, mate. I mean, I love Rashford, but I think Foden's on a different path at the moment. He's just playing fantastically well, isn't he? Liverpool playing with a little bit more intent here. I think Klopp's obviously gave him a bit of a kick up the arse. Nobody really talking about that being a potential handball there. Obviously, it wasn't something to discuss, but I just thought because his hand's up like that, maybe it could have been. I knew it wouldn't get given, by the way, but maybe it could have been a handball. Corner to Liverpool here with Trent Alexander-Arnold. Headed wide by Fabinho. Just some comments here from Manchester United shareholders meeting. This will make you laugh. Listed among United's key points, club's November launch on TikTok achieved the fastest growing following of any football club on the platform. Well, we're top of the league on TikTok. Great to hear. The progress made by Ollie and the players this season is clear, and our thriving academy and women's team are also adding to the optimism we feel about the future on and off the pitch. That's pretty much it that I can add about that. It's hilarious. Oh, don't worry, I'm about to put a tweet out. Even that tweet makes me laugh. At Mark Goldbridge, I actually brought a little bit of a smile to my face when I read it. So did Fulham concede a handball? No, they can't have conceded a handball. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know what's going on with that. Anyway, back to the game. 6 minutes gone here. Liverpool playing more on the front foot, which is what they definitely need to do. Oh, that was lovely champagne. I tell you what, I could drink plenty. I don't even like champagne. Does anyone really like champagne? Is it something you pretend to like? Do people genuinely like champagne? I don't really like it. But it's like the more you drink of it, the more you actually do think that's okay. Nice overlap here. Chilwell, where's your final ball? Oh, it's not great. But Kante's got it on the edge. Still Kante. Cleared by Liverpool, but they've won it back with Kante. Ziyech. Liverpool a bit all over the place defensively. Mark, is it weird to think United probably employ someone to monitor what you say, says Oscar Coleman. You're having a bloody laugh. They don't even employ somebody to buy as a centre defensive midfielder. Do you really think Man United is spending money going, keep an eye on what Goldbridge is saying? Bollocks. Have you seen who plays at centre back and right wing and CDM? They got a bloody they ain't got the competence to start monitoring social media. Next, cooking with Goldbridge is Connor next week. And I tell you what, do not miss Cooking with Goldbridge next week. It's probably something I should have done before. I've done a curry, I've done a burger, I've done the best sandwich ever. This is something I've always wanted to do. It's going to be brilliant. Can't wait to bring back Cooking with Goldbridge. But we've got our final At Home with Goldbridge vlog tomorrow, and Seb is appearing in it. So make sure you watch that on my channel. Mark, congratulations on 1 million subscribers. Says Paul, not nice. Thanks for the super chat, Paul. Appreciate that. Chelsea are in the box again. Shot. Alisson. Ziyech off the line by Robertson. That would have been the game probably. Off the line. It had beaten Alisson. Alisson spilt a shot, fell to Ziyech, edge of the sort of penalty spot, shot past Alisson, but Robertson was there on the line to stop it. It's not fish and chips. I've done fish and chips. It's not steak and chips. Well, that's a good idea, though. Cross comes in, headed away. This game's starting to catch fire. Someone call a fire brigade. Tell you what's a good film, Backdraft. Probably a bit dated now. Fish finger sandwich is a good sandwich. Do you think Saka should go to the Euros, says Kyle? I'd like to think so because he's left-footed. Oh, lovely overlap here. Werner, can he switch it? Can he get the cross right? Oh, he's got it wrong. It's a shame. It was a lot harder, that cross, than McTominay's. And he got it wrong. But the game's starting to get stretched here. Now Mane's through. Mane! Oh, he's got it wrong. And I think he was offside anyway. I tell you what, the game's getting stretched now. It's getting good. In Ireland, did you live in uni or own place, says James Needham? I lived in a house. And Mark, if United employs someone to monitor your videos, as great as they are, then there are bigger problems at United than we thought, says Vlad M. Yeah. Well, I wish they did monitor our videos, because reading your comments on the United stand, they could probably learn a thing or two. So I wish they did monitor it, but no. I will do a lasagna one day. Have I not done a lasagna? I will do a lasagna. I've got to write that down. How have I not done a lasagna? Have I done a lasagna on Cooking with Goldbridge? Somebody's predicted what I'm doing, by the way, in the live comments. I've done a lasagna, haven't I? I'm going to say I wouldn't have not done a lasagna. See, people know my content better than me. I've already done it. Cross that off. Mount or Foden, and what do you think of Arsenal, says Tommy O Gaming. Look, I think Arsenal are making progress under Arteta. That's about as polite as I can be. Oh my Christ. What a ball that was by Ziyech. And I think Werner's got to do better. He's on the touchline, Ziyech. He hits this curling cross over the top of the Liverpool player into the path of Werner. It's a hard takedown, but it's a wonderful ball. It's a wonderful ball. Nothing happens. But the game is getting good now. It's getting quite stretched. Thanks everyone for tuning in, by the way. FIFA Career Mode is back tomorrow, 2:30. Oh, lovely bit of play there between Salah and Trent, but it's gone out for a throw-in. Beef Wellington is very nice, Blue, but I wouldn't even know. It's basically pastry around a joint of beef with mushroom mix around it, I think. Very nice. I haven't had it in years. Firmino into Salah. Well, Chelsea could have put this game to bed. It was a good clearance off the line from Ziyech's shot. I think Liverpool's problem really is their midfield three. I'll tell you who'd do a good job at United, and he's probably a little bit underrated. Jorginho. Is exactly what United need. I mean, I don't need... it's just a certain type of player United need. They need a player who will take the ball off the back four and feed it. And remember, Pep wanted Jorginho. And I don't think Chelsea fans really appreciate him as much as he is. And maybe that's because you don't want that sort of player. But United are crying out for that player who can take the ball off the back four and pass between the lines. Dylan says he's built like a pencil, though. But it's what he does. Why don't you do call-ins more at the United stand? They will be coming back, Adityo. They will be coming back. The trouble with call-ins is they're only as good as your content. Not as your content. They're only as good as your callers. And what TalkSport do well with their call-ins is when you call TalkSport up is not only do they charge you, which we wouldn't do, is they filter you as well. They find out what you're going to talk about first, and they find what your voice is like. When we've done call-ins in the past, it's difficult because everyone wants to come on, and then they come on and some of them are a little bit boring, to be blunt, and that's why they don't do as well. But when we've done it in the past and we've got good callers on, it works really well. The TUS Snapchat show. Yeah, we had to end that, didn't we? Can't remember why we had to end it. Was it a penis or something? Good cross. Cleared by Aspilicueta. Comes back to Salah on the edge of the box. Goes for a shot himself. It's blocked. Mane. Lovely hold-up play by Mane. Where's he going to go with it, though? The feeling Mane and Salah are trying to do it all on their own a little bit at the moment. That's a nice switch of the play to Robertson. Congratulations on 1 million marks, says Sharath Kamath Fitness. I saw the growth of the channel from the early days and nothing has changed in terms of the content and transparency. Thanks, mate. And Mark, do you think Arsenal will overtake Liverpool? Well, you know what, Zane? I mean, I don't think it will happen, but I can understand why you think it could. They just got... I mean, how many losses at Anfield would that be this calendar year for Liverpool? It's still half an hour to go, but I think Chelsea are going to remain a threat on the break here. Mason Mount doing a good job here under pressure. Rudiger gets rid of it. Thiago's got it now. Loses the ball. What centre-back and CDM would you buy for United, Mark? Says Daniel Whittle. Koulibaly, Varane or Koundé as a striker, as a centre-back. And Rice, Bazuma or Zakaria as a centre-back would be my first thoughts without thinking it through. Ben Lennon, what's the next move for the United stand to keep growing and improving? We actually are working on a few things. I mean, it's not breaking news or like, oh, everything's going to change, but we have got some ideas that we've been working on for quite a while. So we just keep moving. We're only getting started. That's the way it should be. Jack Pearson, Tommy Osborne, Joey Raps. I can't say that. Congratulations on 1 million, says Harvey Benny. Thanks for the super chats. Liverpool here. Trent thinks about the shot, goes for the shot, blocked again. Shot blockers, Chelsea at the moment. But it's going to be hard for Liverpool because the way Chelsea are set up is basically counter-attack with pace, but well set up defensively. And it's going to be hard for for Liverpool to break them down. And they will become more desperate. And this ball is into Werner, and he's in again on the left-hand side. Into the penalty box. Liverpool have got men back, goes for the shot, and it's well wide and high. Don't you think Scott at centre-back will let us play high? No. Well, it's a double substitution for Liverpool, you see. He makes his substitutes early. Jota and Chamberlain coming on. Mark, you said Bruno is player of the season. I would say Saka is player of the season the way he's playing. No, Zane, the clue is in the season bit. Where are you in the league? How many goals and assists has Saka got? And how many goals and assists has Bruno got? And where are we in the league? Salah off. And Jones off for Jota and Oxlade-Chamberlain. It's a nice ball over the top for Jota. Good bit of defensive play. I think that's a massive thing that at United we just don't see it. The fact that he's taken off Salah with half an hour to go in a game that they need to win. And this is something as United fans we've been moaning about for ages. Absolutely ages. And of course, people are saying Salah's not happy that he's been taken off. But last night and many games, like, Ollie will just stick with his starting 11. Oh, I can't take them off. I can't take them off. They might score me a goal. So Ole Gunnar Solskjaer last night said that I can't, I could have bought Diallo or Shola on, who are our subs, but who do you take off? Because I've got Rashford on, Greenwood on, and I thought they might get us a goal. Well, it's just bottling it. It's no backbone, is it? Because Klopp has taken Salah off, who's the top scorer in the Premier League. So it just shows you, doesn't it? Klopp doesn't wait, says Emin. And it's spot on. Ollie keeps players on because they've scored goals in the past. Klopp takes the top scorer off in the Premier League because he thinks it's not working. And that is what I was talking about on the United stand this morning, is that Klopp, Pep, Jose, Tuchel did it with Hudson-Odoi the other day. If a player's not performing in the shirt, you're off. Do you think you're going to win the Europa League, says Emerios? I don't know. Favourite Blur songs? How did you meet your girlfriend? Says Matt Hancock's. Met her at work. I was going out with someone else at the time. I was a bit naughty, but there you go. Love is love. Favourite Blur songs? I like This Is the End. Or is it This Is a Low? And End of the Century I like, and This Is a Low. That's it. I'm getting mixed up with two songs. They're probably my two favourites. I haven't listened to Blur for a long time. I was listening to a lot of Oasis the last couple of weeks. Congratulations for 1 million subs on the United stand, says Palmerius. Thank you very much. Yeah, big statement by Klopp taking off Salah there. I don't know whether it makes them better or weaker, really. Does it? If I was a Liverpool fan, I'd be like, why has he took Salah off? But there you go. Please subscribe, by the way. We're about 10 away from 335,000 last time I checked. So thank you very much for everyone who's getting involved in the channel. Everyone's welcome on here. Got watch-alongs, FIFA career mode and all that stuff. Basically, it's just a channel for everyone. It's not club specific. So we do all sorts of things here. So get involved. Thank you very much, everybody. Chelsea fan, Liverpool not had a shot on target, but I just know the first one they have will go in. We need that second goal, says Ross Gunn. I think at this point, with 25 minutes left, Ziyech is coming off, and I think Pulisic is coming on. Bit of a forgotten man, Pulisic. I think at this point, if you're a Chelsea fan, you're like, let's just get to the final whistle. We should win this game, but anything can happen. Chris Venn says, do you have anything planned special for 1 million subscribers on the United stand? Honest answer is we had loads planned, but it's all been sort of postponed because of COVID. So we have got lots of things planned. You can't really do a lot. You can't really do a lot at the moment. So yeah, we've got a lot of things planned. But Liverpool got a free kick here. It's not a shootable free kick, but it's a chance to whip a cross in. FIFA career mode is back tomorrow. Here, thank you very much. I mean, the drop off in Liverpool. What do you put it down to? I don't think it's exhaustion from this season alone. I think it's exhaustion from the last few years. If you look at Dortmund under Klopp, he burnt them out as well. The way they play, it's very hard to sustain it for a long period of time. They've won a corner here. I think Liverpool, when they're playing like they were a year ago and 2 years ago, that high intensity, high press, it's very hard to deal with it. But when it drops off, there is a drop off. Do you think the board gave that contract to Jones because of bad injury or illness? Maybe as retirement payment? Congratulations on 1 million subs, says Paulo Ramirez. No, because he played after that. Here's the corner from Liverpool. Mendy catches that. And James says, what's your view on referees being interviewed after games if contentious decisions occur? I don't think they'll want to do it, mate. That's the problem. Mark, after my dad's comment, why would you buy Rice? Says Joe Whittle. What was your dad's comment? Here's Firmino. That's a bad ball by Thiago. Bad run for Liverpool started in the first leg against Atletico Madrid last season, says John Miller. And I cannot believe Klopp took off Salah in a game that Liverpool desperately need a goal. This is the beginning of the end of Klopp at Liverpool, says Yazza. I think there'll be a lot of people, if you look around on social media, which I was looking at, there'll be a lot of Liverpool fans very unhappy about that decision. If it works, it shows you the bravery of a top manager. If it doesn't, he's going to get criticised. Hi Mark, congratulations on 1 million. Thoughts on Bolton, says Noah. I couldn't believe Bolton are in League 2. I only realised that from playing Football Manager. I also believe that Liverpool got a bit arrogant too soon and overconfident, especially with the media up their backside too, says Sharathmath Fitness. I think Van Dijk's a big loss. I've always said this. You cannot underestimate that what a leader Van Dijk is. I don't know whether he's the captain of Liverpool. Thanks, said Jamie. I don't know whether Van Dijk's the captain of Liverpool, but he's a bit like Bruno. Bruno's not the captain, but he's one of the biggest leaders in the team. And I do remember Man United in '98, the year before we won the treble, and we were doing really well in the league. And Arsenal won the double that year, and we were doing really well in the league. And Roy Keane got a knee injury that put him out for the rest of the season. And we sort of tried to go with Arsenal, but we ended up falling away. And I think if we'd had Roy Keane that season, we probably would have won the league, or we would have pushed Arsenal a lot closer than we did. And I think that Liverpool have lost a player in Van Dijk that, yeah, you can get another centre-back. And then obviously they've lost a lot of centre-backs, Matip and Gomez as well, which is problematic. But the loss of Van Dijk is a bit like Spurs losing Harry Kane. Man City, I'm tempted to say if they lose De Bruyne for our whole season, but Man City have built such a good squad, it's a different thing. Juventus without Ronaldo, I think it's a massive loss for Liverpool without Van Dijk. And I do think if Van Dijk comes back the player he was before, then Liverpool will improve massively. Because if you've got a leader like that, who's one of the best centre-backs in the world at the back, it makes you a better side. Hendo is captain, Van Dijk is vice. Yeah, I thought Henderson was captain, Aaron, actually, because it makes sense, because everyone used to say, how can he lift the Premier League trophy? With his hands! Ollie must win the FA Cup and Jose the League Cup, or else United's legacy will be tarnished if City win the quadruple, says Cashin. Salah wasn't working on the pitch, so if taking him off doesn't work, Klopp hasn't lost anything, but at least he tried something, says Mark Dobby. I agree with Mark. I think if a player's not working, it doesn't matter who they are, take them off. Try something new. Van Dijk is the most valuable player in the world, says Ice Mooney. I wouldn't say that, but 20 minutes to go. I would be nervous if it was Chelsea, you know. I do agree with that Chelsea fan who said Liverpool haven't had a shot on target, but you just know they're going to get it. And Chelsea will go more into their shell. I think it's going to go one or two ways this game. It's going to be 1-1 or 2-0 to Chelsea. Chelsea will get a goal on the break and kill the game, and Liverpool won't be able to score two, or Liverpool will get back in it, and then they'll play out a draw. I hope Liverpool score. I'd love a draw. It's very good for Manchester United. And I think Spurs, West Ham, Everton, United fans, Leicester fans all feel the same. Mark, favourite United away kit of all time? Mine is the Blue Rumbelows Cup 1, 91-92. I was 12 and never looked back. Back United all the way. Stick with Ollie, says Daniel Whittle. I did like that kit. It's the one that I've got the tracksuit top for, isn't it? But my favourite away kit of all time is the one I've worn before. It's the navy blue with the black paint splatters. It was the away kit. I think it was the away kit the first season we won the league. Which would make it the... I thought that was the 91-92 kit. Because that was the first season we won the league, wasn't it? We won the league the first year of the Premier League, and Leeds won it in the last year of the Premier League. Because Spurs won the FA Cup in 91, and Leeds won the league in 91, and then we won our first league in 92. I'm pretty sure our away kit was the blue with the paint splatters on it. So we might be talking about the same kit. What is the basic amount of knowledge a fan should have of their club? I bet a United fan who didn't know Ronaldo played for them. That's not good. Unless they were like 3, that's not good, Jack the lad. Yeah, if it's age, that's fine. You might not, if you're under the age of 8 and you didn't know Ronaldo played for us, that's fine. But anything over the age of 8, I think that's not acceptable. Here's Firmino. Look how many men Chelsea have got back now, though. Liverpool are going to have to commit players forward here because Chelsea have got so many players back. You can sort of see why they've not conceded a chance. A few people asking me about what I thought about Werner's disallowed goal. It's very hard when I'm live and I'm not getting the audio to know. But I mean, look, a lot of people are saying it actually wasn't offside. Well, they've got lines that are showing it as it was. I can't really comment on more than that. But I don't think we should be seeing that in football anyway. If you put a healthy Van Dijk on Liverpool, Chelsea, United or City, they win the league. No other player in the world can make that impact, says Ice Munich. Well, I don't think Van Dijk makes this Liverpool team win the league. But it definitely gets them into second place by a comfortable. It's funny that Nicholas Iron's saying that Rudiger's a good player because I've always said I like Rudiger, but Chelsea fans say he's not that good. But I've always quite liked him. Yeah, I agree with a lot of what people are saying though. I do think he's been good. I need to have a stretch. I haven't stood up for about 40 minutes. Are you long or short-sighted? I don't actually know. I don't actually pay attention to medical things. I just go to the opticians and they say, yeah, you need glasses. Is that better? Is this better? And I'm like, don't touch me there. And then I say, just test my eyes. And I go, you need glasses. Fine. I don't really get into the technicals. I'm sure they probably say it, but I don't take any notice of that sort of stuff. I think Chelsea's defences look very good. You've got to say it's looked good. They haven't conceded, have they? I'm going to have to Google something now. It's really pissing me off. Premier League winners. I'm tempted to say we won't find Arsenal there, but we will. Oh, Werner's in. Oh, he's unlucky there. It's a tight angle, but Alisson makes the save. So, yes, I've got it wrong here. So, the first year of the Premier League was 1992. But of course, that season finished in 93. So, United won it 92-93 because that was the first year of the Premier League. And Leeds won it 91 season, which ended in 92, because that was the last year of Division 1. Which means United away kit 92, 93 isn't the one. Or is it? Milner's coming on. Yeah, Manchester United away kit 92-93 is my favourite away kit, and I've got it upstairs. It's got Cantona in the back, number 7. It's a blue shirt with a royal blue shirt with black paint splattering and a United badge across it as well. That's my favourite kit. There you go. Mark, what do you think is the most iconic moment for football? The Origi in the Champions League or Aguero in the Premier League taken away that you're a Man United fan? The most iconic moments in football, it's got to be when Solskjaer has won it. It's one of the. and I know I'm a United fan, but I think Clive Tilsley saying and Solskjaer has won it in the way that we won it is one of the most, I'm going to be biased as a United fan, but I still think it's one of the most iconic moments in football. It's absolutely legendary commentary as well. The United stand has hit 1 million, says Swaz. What? Nobody told me. Thanks, mate. Can you remember Oldham in the Premier League? Yeah, I can. Jack Bent. Trying to think who played for them. Andy Ritchie. Then they have a striker called Marshall, not Marshall. I'm talking about Ricky. Who played for Oldham? I do remember them being in the league. I can remember their kit more than I can remember the players. 10 minutes to go. Jorginho does well. And then passes it straight to Fabinho. It's a bit of a shame. But Chelsea just have got... I think if I was Liverpool, I'd be worried because Chelsea got so many players back. They're so well organised. Thiago. Cross comes in. Cleared away by Christensen. He's off as well. Thiago off for Milner. I literally was just putting a tweet out there. I said, look, there's no doubt that Thiago's a good player, but I've never seen him have a good game for Liverpool. I think Chelsea would be over the moon with this result. Massive game for Chelsea on Monday night against Everton as well. We'll be doing a watch along for that, 6 o'clock. Dennis Irwin, Ian Marshall, Andy Ritchie, Earl Barrett. I'm a Latics fan, says Aaron Diskin. I do remember Earl Barrett, yeah. I think he used to get in the England squad, actually. Did he ever move? Mark, have you got a speech for the 1 million subscribers? It's on the United Stand, mate. You're a bit slow. Although I am mentioning it on my forum tomorrow as well, so... Check it out. And if you want to see episode 1 of my Football Manager career mode, it's on Twitch. Links in the video description. Werner, Alisson's out quick. 10 minutes to go. Have Liverpool got an equaliser in them? They're not. You're not going to get 3 points, Liverpool. I'm afraid you won't be getting 3 points tonight. I think you can take that to the bank. But I did predict you'd win 2-1. Oh, he's in. Firmino, bad touch. Bad touch. He would have been in. I don't think he realised what was going on behind him. 10 minutes to go. What do you think? I think at the moment I'd probably predict this is going to end in a Chelsea win. Barrett moved to City, says Aaron Diskin, when they were shit. That's why we can't remember it. Before the money. Before the oil. Before the oil orgy. It's like that word we all learnt on a watch along about 2 years ago, bukkake. Right, basically, Man City had a bukkake party, but it was oil instead of what they normally use. And they just got on their knees and went, spray me. 8 minutes to go. I want to draw. I actually want Liverpool to score because I think it's better for United. Chelsea could be 1 point off United if we lose to Man City and they beat Everton next Monday. Cross comes in. It's a good cross. Oh, it's well away by Christensen. I think Firmino would have scored that. And Mendy's there. I'm bloody knackered today. I will be honest. I'm really tired. It's been a very tiring day. Have you seen the potential Jamaica team? I have, Kaylin. I have. I can't remember some of the names now, but Holgate was on it. I don't think he will play for them. Max Aarons was on it. Who else was on it? It's basically a big list of players that have applied for Jamaican passports. It doesn't mean they're going to play, but it will be it'd be interesting if they get some of those. Nathan Redmond is another one. Chris, yes. Antonio, yeah. Leon Bailey's already a player for them anyway, isn't he? I think. No, Raheem Sterling can't. He's already played for England, so you can't do it if you've played full competitive games. I think if you played friendlies, you can. But if you've played a competitive game for England, you can't change, or any club, you can't change your nationality. Ravel Morrison, I don't even know if he plays football anymore. Corner. Oh, he's kept it in, Aspilicueta. Oh, he's giving the corner. I thought that went out. I thought that stayed in. I do remember when City had Niall Quinn up front, David. Niall Quinn was just like... I suppose a bit like Giroud, wasn't he? He was just a player I used to like. Whenever I used to play Sabutio, because you didn't really have FIFA then, you'd never have Niall Quinn. Donkey slow, but he was quite effective. Played for Arsenal as well. Headed away. I think Liverpool are in trouble here. I don't think they're going to get it. Another loss at Anfield for Liverpool. Can't get the shot off. They had men in the box. Well won back by Firmino. Need to get more men in the box, really. Say what you will about Ollie, he's pretty good at not losing. Oh, good cross! How did he not score there? Kabak. Well, that's why, because his name's Kabak. Wijnaldum heads it straight at Mendy. Not that it's any fun to watch it, but Ollie's pretty good at losing, says not losing, says Red Harlow. Be five home losses in a row for Liverpool, apparently. Niall Quinn was a Sunderland legend, says Big Man Green. Thoughts on the Rashford injury? Well, he's going to keep playing, isn't he? He's just playing injured, which I've been on about for a long time. I think it's obvious. Oh, look at that! I can hold myself in the air. I can't. I can hold myself in the air for 10 seconds. One. I'm definitely going to do it. Oh, I'm so strong. I'm doing it now. That's it. One. Oh, actually, it's very easy. I'm acting like it's hard. Easy. It's because of my legs under the table. Got a bit red in the face now. Five minutes to go. 5 minutes to go. Big win for Chelsea. Let's have a look at the league table and what it means. Well, I can tell you this. Chelsea would go up to 4th place on 47 points, 4 points behind Manchester United. Meaning 4 points would separate 2nd to 4th. Liverpool would stay in 7th place on 43 points. 8 points off Manchester United, and they would be 4 points behind Chelsea. So anybody who's in a top 4 race wants Liverpool to score, basically. Have they done enough? I think, in fairness, it would be harsh on Chelsea if they were to draw this game, because they've done enough probably to win it, really, but that's not how football works. Great tackle by Milner. He's given a foul. Thought he got the ball there. Give us Liam Gallagher's reaction to a million, says Oscar Coleman. I can't do a Liam Gallagher impression. I can't even do a David Attenborough impression now. It was a one-hit wonder. I keep trying to do it and I can't do it. Three minutes to go. What are we thinking, everyone? Can they do it? Can they get back into it? Please subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. We're about 10 away from 335 and I haven't checked for ages. Bottom right-hand corner to subscribe. Everybody's welcome. I'm either going to do Bayern Dortmund on Saturday or Burnley Arsenal. I'm probably swaying more towards Burnley Arsenal. Oh, Mane and Kovacic. He did kick the ball at his head. I'd be fuming at that. If someone kicked the ball at my head from that distance, I'd get up and have a moan as well. I feel that from Mane. It's so annoying when someone kicks the ball in your head. Sean Dyche reaction to I don't know what that was about. Hi Mark, what's your thoughts on Paul Cook becoming manager for Ipswich, and do you think we'll go back to the Prem, says Freddie Miller? I've got no idea what about Ipswich, mate. I'm sorry. Sean Dyche's reaction to 1 million subs, says Dara Brahini. Well, yeah, at the end of the day, I don't really like Goldbridge, but he's done a great job. He's done a great job on the United stand, and 1 million subscribers is something to be really happy about. But to be honest with you, I'm more interested in the match at the weekend against Arsenal. I would love to shove it up Arteta's arse. I think he's an arrogant Spanish man who has got crap hair. At least I haven't got any hair. I've got ginger hair, but I haven't got any hair. But I tell you what, I'm proud. I'm proud of it. And he walks around in designer jackets. Well, I tell you what, I've got wood. And I'm not talking about an erection. I'm talking about Chris. We're going to get it hard up Arteta at the weekend. I'm very much looking forward to it. Join us live on Sky Sports. It's on BT. Join us live on BT Sports. In fact, it might be on Amazon Prime. Who cares? Who cares? It's on Saturday at 12:30. I can't talk anymore. Sean Dyche does a lot to your throat. Burnley also won here as well. Nice cross out to Robertson. How long's the ref going to add on? Because we're into the 90th minute here. 3 minutes. Chelsea. This is a massive win for Chelsea. Corner. It is a corner. I can't do Ollie. All I can do with Ollie is say, Kariki, what do you think about Man United stand getting 1 million subscribers? I can't do Ollie. I can't. I just do Kaneki and Rashi. Havertz is coming on for 2 minutes. That's not a substitution to kill time, is it? Werner off, Havertz on. 1 minute of stoppage time gone. I think Chelsea are going to get the win here. Scooby-Doo, says M. Skillet. I think they're going to get the results. That's it. It's on BT. Coming timing was mint, says William. Thanks, pal. Thank you. Headed away. I think Chelsea are going to get these 3 points. I mean, it's not ideal from a United fan, to be fair, but I do think Chelsea have probably deserved it. Trent puts a cross in, cleared away by Rudiger. And Chelsea will pick this up. No, they won't. It's with Fabinho, and he goes backwards. 90 seconds to go. I tell you what, if you're a Liverpool fan, it must be horrible. I mean, I'm tempted to smile as a United fan, but I think for us a draw would have been better. But it must be horrible as a Liverpool fan, because you wouldn't be expecting this from this season. You wouldn't expect to be 7th in the league, losing 4 or 5 games in a row at Anfield, and really in danger of losing top 4. I still think, looking at Liverpool's fixtures, they can get back into a top 4 race, but it's very, very, very dependent on them finding some form. They really, it's just not going right. And the reality is they're not creating chances. That's the cold, harsh facts with them. They're just not creating chances, and that's what's costing them big time. I still do think Liverpool can get top 4 though, and the only reason I say that, I'm not a Liverpool fan, but I just think they are capable of going on a run. They're not going to get an equaliser here because there's only 10 seconds to go and it's a Chelsea throw-in. Thanks everyone who's tuning in as well. Make sure you subscribe, bottom right hand corner. Really enjoyed the chat we've had. Don't feel the game's been that great. I think it's been a bit of a... I mean, from Chelsea's point of view, I think they've game managed it well and they've played well. From Liverpool's point of view, nothing like Liverpool, is it, really? Chelsea have just defended easily. So how many losses in a row have Liverpool had? Brighton, Burnley, Man City. Who else have they lost to in the league? Now Chelsea, that's 4. Have they lost in between Man City? Who did they lose to after Man City? Who did they lose to after Man City in the league? I can't think. Was it Everton? It was Everton, yeah. They lost to Everton, didn't they? So that's 5 in a row at home. Unbelievable, Jeff. Unbelievable. But Jurgen Klopp's having a bit of a moan about something, but maybe the handball. Maybe the handball by Kante. But, you know, we didn't get that, Jurgen, at the weekend. You don't get handballs against Chelsea. Anyway, look, thanks everyone for watching. I am going to go and get a bit of an evening out of it tonight. We did hit 1 million, so I'm going to go and have a few more drinks and that. So thanks everyone for watching. Back tomorrow with FIFA Career Mode. Make sure you subscribe. United Stand million subscribers show is on the United Stand if you missed it from earlier. Thanks everyone for watching. Full time Chelsea win 1-0. Big win for them. They're back in the top 4 race. Thanks for watching. I'll speak